It's a busy weekend for KCRA3 weather. Let's take you outside right now. You can see Sacramento on the left and Stockton is on your right. Wind, rain and snow are the big story as we head into tonight. KCRA3 is bringing you team coverage. Orca Manna is tracking storm preparations in Stockton, and meteorologist Dirk Verdorn is tracking the system that's moving in. Dirk, when can folks in the valley expect to start seeing the impacts of this?
Well, we're going to start noticing the rain here within the next couple of hours. We'll notice that. It's already pushing its way along the coast, and we are seeing some heavy rain in through the Monterey Bay area. So Santa Cruz as well as Monterey getting some of that heavier rain right now. But this storm is just getting started. This is going to stay with us as we head throughout our Sunday, and that's why it is a weather alert day for tomorrow, because of the heavy rain, the strong gusty winds. We can have wind gusts over 50 miles per hour in some spots, and also because of the heavy snow in the Sierra, which is definitely going to impact travel if you have any travel plans. Futurecast showing us the timing of the rain. Again, the heaviest rain right now along the coast. It's making its way over the coastal mountains and into the valley over the next few hours, and we'll see that rain mainly light to moderate, working its way up from the Modesto area as well as into Stockton, Sacramento. We'll start to see this as we get past 10 to 11, and about midnight we'll see that rain starting to increase, and this is going to be a steady rain. We're looking at a solid time frame of rain from Yuba City through Modesto for several hours. That rain is going to increase in intensity as we head through your Sunday morning. You can see these areas of heavier rainfall making their way through by 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, and this stretches all the way up and down the valley. We'll be seeing this heavy rainfall. It's also going to be some pretty heavy snowfall as well. It turns more showery as we head through Sunday later on in the afternoon and through the night Sunday night. The other feature here is going to be the winds. We have a high wind warning up and down the valley throughout Sunday. We're talking wind speeds that'll be ranging 30 to 45 miles per hour with gusts between 50 to 60 miles per hour. That's going to cause some problems. We'll probably see a lot of power outages because of it, Brittany.
Dirk, thank you so much. These strong winds we're expecting to see tomorrow could lead to downed trees and falling branches, as well as power outages. KCRA3's Orca Manna reports that is especially a concern right now in areas like San Joaquin County.
It's one thing when trees and branches fall to the ground during a storm, but when they hit power lines, the power can go out, especially in situations like this where the branches are so close to the lines. And with windy conditions like we're expecting tomorrow, that's why PG&E crews and tree removal companies are gearing up for a busy Sunday. Jeremy Terhune rakes the leaves in front of his Stockton home.
Just basically trying to clean things up.
He's doing this now ahead of Sunday's storm, which is expected to bring strong winds and rain to the area and likely more of a mess.
I'm worried about safety with those branches in the wind. Are going to be an issue. I'm predicting some branches are probably going to come down.
The gusty conditions could topple trees across San Joaquin County.
We got pretty much any piece of equipment you would need to remove any kind of tree.
Larry's Tree Care, a family-owned company based in Stockton, will have all of its crews ready to respond to damage across the area.
We're definitely expecting a high call volume tomorrow. And Monday too.
COO Vincent Kunder tells me each truck, crane, and chipper,
we got all kinds of grinders for the stumps,
is getting inspected and prepared for the heavy workload.
We're getting everything filled up, just getting everything ready to go, testing all of our equipment out, making sure that nothing happens during the day because it should be pretty busy.
It'll also be all hands on deck for Pacific Gas and Electric. The utility says downed trees from the wind could hit power lines and lead to power outages. That's why PG&E crews are taking action now.
We have crews that go around and inspect, looking at trees and vegetation that are in proximity to power lines, and we'll try and trim those trees in advance of the storm coming in order to minimize the amount of outages that we might see.
It's not just trees that can cause power outages, so PG&E recommends residents secure their patio furniture.
We've had instances of trampolines, believe it or not, being blown up and into power lines.
Terhune is heeding that warning.
Batten down the hatches, close up my patio umbrellas.
While he braces for what's to come.
You just try to do your best with what you have.
PG&E also says it's stationing crews in areas that could be most affected by power outages caused by downed trees or falling branches. That includes here in San Joaquin County. The goal is to respond and restore power quickly. Reporting in Stockton, Orca Manna, KCRA 3 News.
While the valley will see rain, snow will fall in the Sierra. This is what Interstate 80 near Kingvale looks like right now on the left, and on the right is Highway 50 near Pioneer Trail. You can see there's snow on both sides of the roads along both roadways, but right now the conditions are clear. The roadways are clear. We know that is soon going to change. So, Dirk, what's the timing for the conditions ramping up in the Sierra, and we'll start to see that heavier snowfall?
Yeah, I'd say if you have to travel over the Sierra, do it now. If you're not on the road right now, because the chance for snow over the next couple of hours is going to be on the increase, and then that snow is going to be falling at more rapid rates, which is going to cause problems again for just keeping the snow off the roads, but also the winds are going to be blowing, visibility is going to be low. You know there's going to be chain controls, and they may even have to shut down the freeway at times as we go through the next 24 hours or even more. So heavy rain currently making its way along the coast. That is going to translate into some heavy snow in the Sierra. There's a winter storm warning already in effect, and you can see the extent of it throughout the Sierra, through the northern mountains, and even in the coastal mountains all the way through Lake County. We're expecting some significant snowfall in those areas. Again, you get up above 6,000 feet, we can see over 2 to 4 feet of snow expected. So a significant amount of snowfall and also some strong gusty winds. Now over the passes and over the higher peaks, we are looking at wind gusts that could get up to 80 miles per hour. More than likely, we're looking at more like 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts. And then with that, road closures. That's a high potential there for road closures. So let's go ahead and take a look at the snow timeline. Snow levels will start out at about 3,600 feet as we get closer to midnight tonight. That snow is going to be picking up, though, as we go through Sunday morning. By noontime, 6,100 feet, then dropping steadily down to 5,800 feet as we get into the early morning hours for your Monday. And then throughout Monday, it should stay in that range of close to 4,500 feet. As far as amounts go, the heaviest amount of snow will be Sunday morning. Look at this. We could see several feet of snow just Sunday morning alone. We'll continue with a pretty good rate of snowfall as we go through Sunday evening, and then come Monday, you can see it tapers off considerably, but still that chance for snow will linger through Monday and into Tuesday. Brittany.
That hour-by-hour breakdown is awesome, Dirk. Thank you so much. California's Office of Emergency Services is urging residents to be prepared for the upcoming storm and gave a statewide update today. Officials say areas along the coast and in Southern California will be the most impacted. The State Operations Center is now operating 24 hours to respond as needed. This is a look inside. Our crews were there yesterday. The Department of Water Resources is monitoring flood risks across the state and has sandbags pre-positioned in 64 locations. Officials had this message for those living in our region.
If you are in the Central Valley or the Sacramento Valley, you may notice that our flood systems become activated. What's different this year from last year is we do have full reservoirs, and those reservoirs have already started releasing floodwater to make space for incoming inflows. So you will see flood bypasses start to activate. That is the system working as intended.
And we showed you some of those releases earlier this week. Caltrans says they're ready to respond too and is warning drivers that they may preemptively close some roadways. Caltrans is also asking you to not travel unless you absolutely have to.
If you do not need to be on the roadways during the storm event, please stay home, stay safe, postpone your non-essential travel until after the storm passes.
Cal OES encourages everyone to sign up for emergency alerts. All you have to do is go to the website on your screen right now. It is calalerts.org. The emergency alert systems for all 58 California counties can be found there. You simply opt in to get alerts for your county. And make sure to follow the storm with the KCRA3 app. You can use our interactive radar and get hour-by-hour forecasts where you live. The best part, it's free to download.